just come off the farm. He was a good-looking horse, but a big, fat horse.
Well, Mr. Lauren, what do you think?
Well, I think he's 1,100 pounds of baby fat. He eats too much and too often. The only reason he doesn't eat more is because he's too busy sleeping.
Awesome. He was a horse. Do what he wanted to do, when he wanted to do it, how he wanted to do it.
So he was a rebel.
He was. I mean, say he didn't have a mean bone is in his body. Like I said, he run how fast he want to run. When he want to do it and how he want to do it. It's like in the Derby. That he was dead last. So when he come around the turn, he said, he blow his horn.
Oh, yeah.
I'm coming. And so he went. So we went to the Preakness. So he been on a wall of horses. So Ronnie said, well, I'm gonna take him to the outside. And that's what he been wanting.
I'll go. Can I get a photo of you?
Circle 10 Media again here, and we are with Otto. He plays the character of Ron. He is the jockey of Secretariat, and I know you're actually a jockey in real life, so tell me about the transition. This is your first movie?
Yes, it was. It was quite a different transition. Filming a race and actually riding a race are two completely different things.
Right. How was it, the experience in a movie for the first time?
It was a great experience. It was really awesome. I mean, especially being my first film ever, to be able to work with people like Diane Lane and John Malkovich. I mean, it was amazing.
Oh, are you kidding me? Those are like a few of the top actors in Hollywood. So how hard was it for you, did you know how to act? Did you have to take training? What basics? What did you do?
No, I didn't do any. It was all natural. I actually didn't find out I had the part until on a Monday, and we started filming on Thursday that same week. So I didn't have any time really to prepare. They just told me to go out and be myself.
That's awesome. Well, yeah, basically because that's what you do, right? Yeah. Be a jockey. And you did a great job. But I want you to tell me a little bit about how, because it's a really inspiring movie, it's a really inspiring story, and you as a jockey, how did it inspire you? Like, because I'm sure you run with many horses, so how did you feel about doing this story in particular?
It was a real honor, just a privilege. Since I was a kid, I was 3 years old the same time Secretariat was 3, and so I've known about him my whole life, and just to be able to be a part of the making of something, a recreation of something so special, it was really an honor, and it was a lot of fun at the same time. Even when we filmed the scene in the Belmont where he wins by 31 lengths, you actually almost got that feeling that you were winning it.
Right,
it was very exciting.
Have you ever won anything as like big like that?
I've never won any Triple Crown races. I've won some Grade 1 races, but no Triple Crowns.
Where did you live?
I lived in Kentucky at the time.
Okay. And any anecdotes, anything funny about working with Diane Lane and John Malkovich?
We had a lot of, actually on the Blu-ray, there's a deleted scene with me and John Malkovich on the golf course that it started off as just a lightly comic type scene, and we turned it into a Saturday Night Live skit. We had so much fun that they ended up having to take it out of the movie.
But it's on the DVD.
It's on the Blu-ray, yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna look at that. But well, I really appreciate you giving us the time for the interview. Thank you so much for being here, and welcome to Miami.
Thank you, my pleasure.
Thank you.
Number 8 is good. Isn't that incredible?
So Kate, welcome to Miami.
Thank you. I'd love to be here.
Yeah, well, love having you. And I want to tell you that the movie really inspired me, especially because of the substance. And I want you to tell me, how was it like to grow with such a powerful woman like your mom?
Well, it was both wonderful and at times a little frustrating because she was so powerful. But she was a great role model for myself and my sister, and because she's always strong and independent, very direct, did her duty, did what was appropriate, and when my grandfather got ill and she needed to take over the stable, she did it with gusto and a lot of courage and smarts, and that was a great role model.
No, I agree. I mean, that's what I love about the movie. Powerful women that follow her dream. It didn't matter what obstacles.
That's right.
The part that you said that, it was a little hard. I know you were the rebel of the movie.
I was.
So tell us a little bit about that.
Well, the acorn doesn't fall too far from the tree, so if she was strong and independent, she taught me to be strong and independent. And so, of course, when you're a teenager, you don't always have the best ideas. But I didn't get into too much trouble. I just, I was very supported by her. She always said, follow what you think is right, and I think that constrains you from being a little too troublemaking. Keeps you honest.
How was Secretariat? I mean,
he was just phenomenal. He was so, we always sort of felt that he was, we couldn't quite believe how amazing he was. And each race showed us something more. And then I remember the morning of the Belmont thinking, we could really win the Triple Crown today, and wouldn't that be amazing? And then, of course, he won it in a fashion that was so much more astonishing than anybody could have expected. It was surreal. It was like, is this really happening? It was amazing.
Wow, I bet he was. Yeah. So, thank you so much. Thank you for being here. Thank you for inspiring us and take it all over the world.
So much.
And thank you for the
Well, it's a great pleasure, and love to share the horse with the public.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Hello, I'm Kate Tweedy, as seen in the Secretariat movie, and you're watching Circle 10 Media.